strong industrial connections, great placement records, vast infrastructure, and excellent academics. Yes, I am talking about VIT Business Schools, which are currently located in Vellore, Chennai, Bhopal, and Amravati area of Andhra Pradesh. Now, these VIT business schools have a rigorous academics, great research supervision, and the best part, a good international exposure which will help you in building connects and which will provide you great scope and prosperity in the future. VIT Business School offers the MBA program for 2 years, and the entrance into this MBA program requires you to qualify the VIT Business Entrance Examination that will be held on 3rd of May 2026 this year. In this video, we'll be talking about VIT Business Entrance Examination. We will be talking about the selection process, eligibility criteria, and fees for this 2 years MBA program if you are offered VIT Business School. Now, if I talk about the Masters of Business Administration program, that is MBA program, which is run for 2 years in this VIT Business School, this program was initiated or established in the year 1994 in these VIT campus. These institutes are considered as constituent college. Now, what is a constituent college? Any college or campus which is regulated and falls under the umbrella of certain deemed universities is considered as a constituent college. In the case of all the VIT business schools, they fall under the VIT Institute campus, and therefore they are considered as constituent college. Now, examination, what are the examinations that VIT business schools accept for the entrance into their 2-year MBA program? The one is their own personal program, that is VITBEE, that is Vellore Institute of Technology Business Entrance Examination. Next is CAT, Common Admission Test, XAT, and apart from that, MAT. Their valid scores are also accepted apart from the VITBEE examination. If I talk about our Careers 360 ranking, in the case of the private institutes, it is ranked 42nd. Approvals, it has got the AICTE approval. Now, this AICTE organization is responsible for approving the technical education. This AICTE stands for All India Council of Technical Education and is responsible for approving and allowing the study of technical degrees like engineering, management, pharmacy, etc. into different colleges. So, this is an AICTE approved institute. If I talk about the MBA fee for the 2 years, it is just 7.03 lakh for the entire 2 years. Very reasonable and very affordable for you to easily afford great education in reasonable price. Next, we will be discussing about the syllabus of this examination. If I talk about the syllabus is divided into 3 sections, just like our common admission test or CAT examination. It has 3 major sections. One is the verbal ability and reading comprehension, commonly known as VARC section. Another is data interpretation and logical reasoning, commonly known as DILR section. And the last is quantitative aptitude, which is commonly known as QA section. If we start with the VARC section, it includes reading comprehension, where you will be provided a comprehension. You have to read and answer the questions which are based upon the passage. Next, we have vocabulary, grammar, paragraph skills, critical reasoning, close odd ones out questions. Next, if I talk about DILR section, it includes data interpretation, where you will be provided certain data and you have to interpret the values of certain questions based upon the provided data. Next, we have logical puzzles, Venn diagrams, syllogisms, and games and tournaments, etc. And at last, we have the QA section, which is a mathematical based section that includes arithmetics, algebra, geometry, modern maths, and the number system. So this is the entire syllabus of the VITBEE examination. I hope you will be focused over the syllabus and you do not go outside the syllabus, because if we stay confined to the syllabus, we'll easily crack the examination and get into one of the wonderful business schools of India. Next, we have entrance examination pattern over here. If I talk about the mode of examination, it is a computer-based test. Computer-based test doesn't mean that you can appear for this test from any remote area or from your own personal system. For this computer-based test, you have to visit to the allocated or the authorized centers and you have to appear for the examination from that center. Next, the question type, the questions will be multiple choice questions, that they will be objective questions. Duration of the examination will be 2 hours or 120 minutes. And there is no negative marking, the best part about the examination. Since there is no negative marking, you can easily apply the guesswork, you can easily answer all the questions. Next, marking. For every incorrect answer, you do not lose anything. For every unattempted answer, again you do not lose anything. And for every correct answer, you will be scoring +1 mark. And the total number of questions in this examination will be 100. So overall, you will be getting 120 minutes to solve 100 questions. If I talk about the admission eligibility into these VITBEE schools, for the 2-year MBA program, it requires a minimum of 60% in class 10th, 12th, any diploma course or any undergraduate degree. So that is the admission eligibility if you want to enter into the VITBEE schools. Next, we will be talking about certain important dates which are associated with the VIT Business Entrance Examination for the year 2026. If I talk about the issue of the online application form, the information and the registration started around October 31st, 2025, that was Friday. The last date for the submission of the application form is April 12th, 2026. You still have time to register for this. So if you haven't registered yet, so by the end of the video, do not skip the registration if you want to build a beautiful career in management. Next, the date of the VITBEE examination is 3rd of May 2026, which is again Sunday. Next, the date of personal interview and the date of result declaration will be announced soon after the examination is conducted. Now, here are certain do's and don'ts which you need to follow during the preparation of the VITBEE examination. At first, we have follow the official VITBEE syllabus and the exam pattern strictly. Do not study anything outside the syllabus that is unnecessary and unrequired. Next, practice all the 3 sections. The 3 sections are VARC, DILR and the QA daily. You do not have to just focus on one of the sections. You have to focus equally on all the sections. Solve mock test in a timed environment. Build an environment of mock test for 2 hours. Solve these mock tests and not just solve these mock tests. Analyze your mistakes and work on the weaker sections or weaker parts. Strengthen the basics of arithmetics, algebra and DI sets. If you want to do your best in the QA section as well as the DI section, you need to focus more on mathematics, algebra and the DI sets. Read business, social and tech passages for the RC practices. Usually the passages which are offered in the reading comprehension sections are a bit difficult. Build a habit of reading certain complex comprehensions so that you can easily solve these questions. Practice logical puzzles, Venn diagrams and syllogisms. Now, here are certain things that you should be avoiding while preparing for this examination. Don't prepare topics outside the prescribed syllabus because obviously, as already mentioned, it is unrequired. Do not focus only on one strong sections. Give more time to the weaker sections, in fact, and lesser time to the stronger sections. Don't attempt mocks without analyzing mistakes. If you're solving mocks and if you're not analyzing, it is very futile. Don't rely on shortcuts without understanding the concepts. Very important. Always stay focused on the hard work. Understand the things conceptually and not just cram it or not just learn it theoretically. Don't ignore the reading comprehension passages. A lot of people skip or pay very less time to the reading comprehension section. You should be avoiding doing that. And at last, we have don't skip the LR thinking it's easy or predictable. So I hope you will keep all these points in your mind regarding the preparation of the VIT Business Entrance Examination for the year 2026. I'll again like to remind you that the examination is on 3rd of May, which is Sunday, and the last date for the submission of the form is April 12th. If you haven't applied yet or if you haven't registered yet, go get your registrations done, go get yourself enrolled today itself to build a beautiful career in management, to get the best and best out of your studies. That was all about VIT Business Entrance Examination. All the best for your preparation, all the best for examination. Thank you for watching this video. Take care.